it's Sarah or Lovely Day here with another video. Today I have a bunch of drawers. Some of these I've had for a while. I use them to store my doll clothes, but I picked up a couple of new ones because the drawers are getting a bit full, and now that I have a few clothes that are specific to certain dolls, I figured it would make sense to reorganize things a bit, give different dolls different drawers, make things a bit more organized, and more importantly, give me some room so I can get some more items. Don't worry though, I'm not going to be hiding behind this wall of drawers the whole video, so give me a moment, I'll just put them all away. Okay, they're still here, just laid down, which is a little bit more manageable and makes me feel a bit less trapped. I both do and don't have a plan for this. I was thinking that this smaller set here would be good for Ava. I'm reasonably confident that all of her items should be able to fit in here, especially considering at this point in time all of her things are in this drawer. So I'll start off by opening this up, getting it out of the plastic, and then we'll just begin the transfer. There's going to be a lot of moving clothes from one place to another. Possibly not the most interesting thing to watch, but I have done a video like this before and you guys seem to enjoy it, so here we are doing it again a year or so later. Although this time I'm not wearing a red panda onesie, it's a bit too warm for that. In case you're wondering where I got these drawers, by the way, each and every single set is from Kmart. I just got them at different times. Their stock comes and goes, and each time the drawers come back, they are a slight variation on the style. I got these ones for $12 and these bigger ones for $18. They're all from the brand Anko, A-N-K-O, if that is of any help. But yeah, so in case you're wondering, they are from Kmart. I'm sure there's still going to be people asking me in the comments where I got these from. I got them from Kmart. They're not intended as drawers for dolls, by the way. I'm pretty sure they're just for knickknacks. I know I always say this, but it pays to keep an eye out for little things. You never know when you will find something that might work perfectly for your dolls. Anyway though, let's move Ava's items over. I think I'm going to put her socks and underwear and smaller items into this drawer here. She doesn't have that much in way of those items, but I might as well. I've got the space. For the rest of her items, I'm going to put them into this drawer. Now, you'll notice that they are pretty snug in here at the moment. How I like to store my doll clothes is in a way that I can see at a glance every single item and find things easily. As you can see, this drawer is a lot bigger than this drawer, and if I was to put this into here in the same way, it's going to probably be a bit loose and things are going to move around. So what I might do in the meantime is switch the orientation of the tops and put them that way. We'll see how it goes. Now that I'm doing this, it actually is filling it up quite a lot. I guess it was quite compacted in here. I'm thinking that after all that, I might just go back to the original plan and put things that way, so bear with me. Looks pretty good to me. I'm honestly really surprised this managed to fit into this, but it just goes to show how much this can squish down if you need it to, and it's good to know that there is plenty of room in here for more clothes in Ava's future. It's also really cool to know that Ava has a whole little set of drawers to herself. Next up, I'm going to open this set here because I really want to move Lee and Alan's things into these big drawers, mainly because their things are a lot bigger. These are quite deep, so I'm unsure how well it will work, but I want to give it a go, and there's only one way to try it out. So the first things I'd like to try and move over are the coats like this. This is one of Lee's coats. It's really nice and big and bulky, but the problem with it is too big to hang up in my little wardrobe that I have, and it takes up a lot of space otherwise. So I'm thinking that if I fold it up and put it in here, it should work quite well. I could put it in one of these drawers, but it takes up so much space, it ends up being one of the only things in there, and that just doesn't seem like a very good use of space. So I'm hoping that one of these will work quite nicely, and maybe Lee will get more coats in the future, so it will make sense to have more room to store them. Doesn't fit too bad, but yeah, as you can see, it does take up a lot of space in here, but it's definitely preferable to having it just lying around in a box like this. So yeah, happy to have it tucked away. And then we have these 3 coats all packed away nicely. I had wondered if these big drawers would work as a storage solution for skirts. At this point in time, this is my storage solution. It's just a basket that has all of the skirts sitting on top of each other in it. I don't want to fold them because it can ruin the pleats and it can make them kind of all funny and not as nice and flowy as they would be otherwise, but maybe it will work in these drawers. I don't know, but I'm willing to give it a try. Yeah, I don't feel right about this. I have to squash it no matter what way you do it, so I think that we're just going to have to keep with the basket storage solution. That's just the way it is. If anyone else knows a way to store skirts, let me know. I know someone did suggest that I get little clips to put on hangers to hang them, but the problem with that is a lot of these still stick out quite wide and they would end up being pushed in. I don't know. This isn't great, but it works. Maybe. Since Lee's jackets are in here, it does make sense for the rest of this to also have the boys' clothes in there, so I might just get to finding their clothes in these other 2 drawers and transfer them over. Alan's drawer is somewhat more populated than Lee's drawer. Lee's drawer currently just consists of 2 black shirts and a grey shirt. Alan's is a little bit more colourful, but I mean, it's a start and there's space and room for this to grow, so I'm happy about that. Lee does have his hat and some scarves though, so I might as well put these in there with his tops. Now it doesn't look quite so sad. Coming back to this drawer here, it is mostly oversized sweaters. I mean, 2 of these are oversized sweaters, and this might actually be pants. Now I think about it. This is pants. Okay, these belong in the boys' drawer. These are Lee's actually. Oh my gosh, I forgot these were in here. Anyway though, I was thinking that these oversized sweaters might as well go in with the boys' stuff because they do wear them more often than not, especially this one. Even though I initially got it for the girls, it definitely does suit Lee quite well. It was all he had for the longest time and it wasn't even technically his, so I feel like he's earned it, you know, like it's his now. It is a little bit bulkier, so I think I might put it in one of the bigger drawers, and I don't know where it is actually. It might be in the other room, but I might put Alan's hoodie in here too, just so that it's not the only thing in there. You know what? Lee's scarves and his hat deserve their own drawer. Yep, doing it. This is happening. Alrighty, I think I might leave this set of drawers as it is. It's quite empty, there is a lot of space, but I am really happy with it, and the fact that it is all just my boys' clothes just makes me happy. So now that these 2 new sets of drawers are all sorted and have stuff in them, what I'm left with is my 2 sets I had previously, which used to house everything. Now, as much as I would like to have it all organized right now and sit here and go through everything, I kind of can't be bothered anymore, but what I do want to do is to pull out all of the things that are bee specific and put them in their own space. There's a fair amount of stuff in here that is either yellow or has bee print or, you know, something that is made for bee, and I feel like it deserves its own space. Bees a popular girl here, so I feel like she deserves it too. Currently, pretty much everything is in this set, since this is my original drawers that I got way back in the day. It's set up so that this is the sock and underwear drawer. This used to be Ava's stuff, this was all of the tops, and we had pants and jerseys down the bottom. Pretty good, but then we had to overflow to this set of drawers. It's slightly different, by the way. It actually has feet at the bottom. I don't know if you can see that. It means it sits slightly higher than the others. Doesn't make that much of a difference, honestly, but if you do put them next to each other, they look slightly odd. Anyway, the overflow went into here for the most part, whereas these drawers ended up with odds and ends. I think one of these has necklaces and hair clips and all sorts of stuff that I am avoiding tidying, whereas this one has more hair clips and things that I am avoiding tidying. I guess it started as necklaces, hair clips, and somewhere along the way they kind of just merged. This one has hats in it. It's also where Lee's scarves used to be, and this one just more overflow. So I guess it would make sense that I turn possibly this one, maybe this big drawer in the middle, into a B drawer. So let's just do that. There's a lot in here I'm going to have to take out. This might take longer than I expected, but we're doing it. Okay, it is empty. I piled stuff up here and then put some stuff on the table. I've already preemptively separated some things, although I guess before I start just randomly putting bee things in here, it would probably make more sense to just get all of the bee things out so I know what I'm working with. Alrighty, let's give this a shot. So we've got dresses here. They're yellow, they don't have anything specific to be on them, but they're dresses and they're yellow and they were made for bee, so in they go. Next, let's put in the little jumpsuit bee things that we have. We've got this little bee singlet top as well as this drapey yellow one, so let's put that in there next. And then last we've got a couple of tops. That's actually it for all of the overtly bee items. As far as tops go, there are some skirts and things too, but this is it for the shirts. We've obviously got a lot more room in here though, so let's fill it in with more bee specific items. Of course, my dolls will share, they can share, it's fine, but there are some things in here that are definitely more of a bee item, so let's just get looking and see what we can find. It was a little while ago now, but some of you might remember these overalls that I got from Mabinjo and covered in paint so that Bee looked like a real little painter, so we might as well put those in with her stuff, it's only fair. We've got this little singlet top, which I used to put Bee in all the time. It's probably about time she had another go on it, but we'll put that in there for now. There's this wraparound top that we got not all that long ago that was awesome on Bee. I might put that in there and perhaps the other ones too, even though they're not specifically for Bee. I kind of want to keep them together, so I feel like that just makes sense. While we're at it, I guess we might as well put this white singlet top in there since Bee has worn it on more than one occasion, as well as this singlet top, and I guess this floral one might as well go there too. It's looking pretty good. There is definitely a lot of space in here, there's a lot of room for it to move, and it does slide around slightly, but it's okay. There's room for more now. I really like how this drawer is just a collection of yellow, blues, and florals. It makes sense for Bee. Now everything's in there and I look at what I've got left, we have a lot of sweaters and jerseys and things up here, so perhaps we should have a sweater drawer. Okay, it's not perfect, but I ended up putting the sweaters between these two drawers and I think that will do the trick for now. I definitely do think I've reached the point where there's not much more I can do short of just making this video way longer than it needs to be, and I feel like I've done enough for today. So it turns out my camera stopped recording and I only noticed when I stood up to turn it off after filming the outro. So I have no clue where it stopped, what I said before it stopped. I'm just gonna end the video here. If you enjoyed it, please consider giving it a thumbs up and leave a comment down below telling me what you think. If you're not already subscribed, I would love it if you joined me here. I upload a new video every weekend. Thank you so much for watching, it has been lovely, and I'll catch you in another video sometime soon.